What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we have some good news. We actually have some good news regarding the next stimulus check and that $1,400 stimulus check that everybody has been wanting. Well, a lot of people want $2,000, but that looks very unlikely at this point. Now, I know for the past week, it has been a crazy ride. First, we were all thinking we're going to get a $2,000 stimulus check very soon. However, that's not the case. Then we went to, now we're only going to get a $1,000 stimulus check. This was a proposal that was provided to us the other day by Republicans. Well, the White House and the Biden administration pretty much squashed that and said, no, we will not accept a $1,000 stimulus check. So now we're getting reports that this will be a $1,400 stimulus check. So we went from not knowing to now we know, yes, we will have $1,400 waiting for us very soon. Well, at least now we are getting this good news. But I want to address some other things as well. So, we have been getting reports from the White House that right now they are open to negotiating the checks. Okay, when I say negotiating the checks, they've been saying this for a little while. And when they say negotiating, some are saying, well, they're going to negotiate the amount. Then others say, no, they're going to negotiate how targeted these stimulus checks are. Then others say, no, we're going to negotiate when the American people get them. Well, right now, here's what we know. First, President Biden says he wants to send out these stimulus checks immediately. That's good news. Well, we also know that Jen Psaki said today that President Biden will not go down on the $1,400 stimulus checks. He said $2,000 stimulus checks. We already received $600, so that means we will get the additional $1,400. That is going to happen. Now, we are also hearing that President Biden is open to targeting specific groups of people, and this is all based on income. So, what we do know is that President Biden, even though he's not willing to drop the overall amount from $1,400 down to $1,000, which is great, I think that is perfect. If anything, it should go up. It should not go down at all. But here's what we're hearing. Republicans wanted to drop the income threshold from $75,000 down to $40,000 with a cutoff of $50,000. That was for individuals. For families, they want to go from $150,000 down to $80,000 with a cutoff of $100,000. Well, what we are hearing is that President Biden, he would like to ensure that a couple of medical personnel making $120,000, for example, in his home state, that they could still get a stimulus check. They are saying that many people are hurting, so limiting the amount of people who get these checks is not the move to make. Well, we all are also hearing that President Biden wants to get these checks out immediately. He said this before. We know this. Okay, I just want to reiterate this so that you understand kind of where we're at. Because he said when he was campaigning in Georgia for the two senators, which happened like a month ago, he stated that they will send out these checks immediately. Well, it's already been a month and we still have nothing. So this means that waiting another few months to use, and again, this is something that there were reports on, that we might not see that the stimulus checks are actually going to come out based off of the 2019 federal income tax numbers. Some were saying that we were going to have to wait and see if we get these based off the 2020 numbers. Well, what I can tell you right now is that President Biden does not want to wait an additional few months to go off the 2020 federal income tax returns. So because of this means whatever income threshold that they use, we will be going off of the 2019 federal income tax numbers. It is because of this that many people are currently saying that there will be money that goes to people that do not need it because we are going to go off of 2019 numbers. So I just wanted to warn you that this is what Republicans are currently fighting for. They do not want people to go off of 2019 because that was before the pandemic ever hit. However, what is our alternative? However, according to multiple economists, the amount of people who would receive a stimulus check that actually made over $150,000 is not that many people. Some experts say that this is less than 1%. So less than 1% of the stimulus funds will go to Americans or American families that made over the income threshold. So because of that, some Democrats are saying why we are fighting over this makes absolutely no sense. We are arguing over a very minuscule amount, which is true. Now, I have some even more good news for you that's coming out today. Senator Joe Manchin has stated, he said this previously, that he would oppose a budget reconciliation because it did not target specifically the stimulus check amounts and to who they were going to actually go to. So he actually stated earlier today that he will not slow down the stimulus package and he will vote in support of a budget reconciliation, again, which should happen sometime today. Or actually, the budget reconciliation doesn't happen today. The budget resolution, which would pretty much open the doors to move forward with the budget reconciliation, that vote is going to happen today. It might have already happened as of when this video comes out, but this is going to happen sometime today, and everybody expects this to pass because it only has to pass with a simple majority, both in the House and the Senate. So this means that more stimulus could be coming very soon. As to how long, currently, nobody knows. I wish I could tell you, but right now it all comes down to how willing are Republicans, how willing are they to negotiate a deal and get closer to that $1.9 trillion? Or how quickly can Democrats and these committees, these budget committees, actually get the budget together for the budget reconciliation? Some are saying this could take months, but we just don't know. So even though we don't know exactly when the stimulus is coming, we do know it's coming. So this means we will be getting more vaccine funding. We will be getting more unemployment benefits, most likely anywhere from $300 to $400, probably anywhere from June 30th all the way to September 30th. So at least we have a time frame and kind of income amount there. We're also going to be getting more rental assistance and probably mortgage forbearance. There'll be nutrition assistance, stimulus checks at $1,400. There'll be state and local government funding, small business aid, and much more. That's what we're hearing. Now, what you need to keep in mind is that the package still has to go through the budget reconciliation. This all starts today. Today, the House and the Senate are expected to hold their procedural votes on the budget reconciliation or the budget resolution. Once this passes, it will unlock the reconciliation process again. And this is what you need to keep in mind is this is what is considered to be the messy part. This is what is considered to be the thing that takes the longest. Voting is easy. They're going to vote on the budget resolution today. Great. But getting the committees together to actually put the bills in place and to make sure they all fit and they all come under $1.9 trillion, that's going to be the issue. That's going to take a little bit of time. Now, this is needed to begin passing the $1.9 trillion stimulus package. But like Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said earlier today, quote, "Time is a luxury our country does not have." So what I can tell you is Congress is going to act quickly and hopefully provide big, bold, and robust stimulus to the economy and the American people in need. That's what we're hearing. What we do know is that although Democrats will work together and they will work, towards a budget reconciliation, they are trying to get a bipartisan bill together as well. So even though we're going to hear that, yes, they're working on a budget reconciliation, they're moving towards that, does not mean they're not going to continue with a bipartisan bill either. They are going to do both at the exact same time. This means we could have multiple talks on different stimulus packages, which pretty much equate to the exact same stuff, but it's going to be different things, different groups working out the different details. So even though we could see, yes, $1,400 stimulus checks, they're coming, we could also see, yeah, we're going to get a $1,200 stimulus check. We could also see more reports of a $1,000 stimulus check. But what we know is President Biden said today, according to Jen Psaki, that we will not accept anything less than $1,400. $1,400 plus $600 equals $2,000. Remember what I told you yesterday? Republicans are trying to figure out ways to pretty much stick it to President Biden and be like, okay, you offered, $2,000. You promised the American people $2,000. But the problem is you only did $1,000 plus $600 that actually came from former President Trump. And so you technically only provided $1,600, so you lied to the American people. This is what Republicans are going to try to do. And President Biden has been around long enough to know that he cannot accept anything less than $2,000. So if he does a full $2,000 plus the $600, great. But chances are it's just going to be $14,000 plus the $6,000. That's what we're hearing. So what you need to understand is that this stimulus, this bill is coming. Again, as to when, nobody knows. It could take a little while longer. And as I've said before, many experts are currently saying this part of the stimulus, this part of the negotiation, the budget reconciliation is going to be messy. It's going to be time consuming. And this is what's going to take the longest. So what I can tell you is we will most likely not see this anytime in February. This bill will most likely get passed sometime in March, which means we could see stimulus probably the middle of March. Again, that's just the expectation at this point, but things could ultimately change. So as we know more, I promise I will keep you updated. So make sure you subscribe so I can continue to keep you updated. Just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.